Welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's Sunday Yum, and it's day 2 of integrity. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and we were discussing integrity. And yeah, that sense of inner honesty is built into integrity, and it's nothing about the external gesture. It's all about the internal environment that we're creating in ourselves. Remember years ago, I used to do Vipassana meditations, and there were these 10-day long meditations. And I remember one of the teachers at one stage was saying, so you put your shampoo into the shower, and you start using it every day. And then the one day you realize, oh, actually, my shampoo bottle is on the ground. I've been using somebody else's shampoo. And so even though the gesture of using your own shampoo is the same the whole time, as soon as you find out that actually, oh, I have a deeper knowing, I understand a new layer, I'm actually using somebody else's shampoo, suddenly then there's an action that can be taken, which is like, oh, I'm going to name this, or I'm going to do something about this, or you just go, it doesn't matter. And so the teacher is saying that, yeah, it's about that internal sense of integrity, that internal sense of honesty. It's a boundary or a line or an inner sense of, with layers and layers of knowing of our environment, of ourselves. What are the choices that we're making? Yeah, I'm so fascinated by integrity. Yeah, it's really winding its way deeply within me. So today's Sunday Yum. We're going to move. I'd love to hear about what you think about integrity. What's your sense of it? I've been getting some lovely texts the last few days. I always love getting texts. So great. Come lie on the ground. And deepen your breath. Find the floor beneath you. And integrity for you might be doing all the movements, might be just staying here, lying here, listening to your body as you lie here. It might be that you do yoga, it might be that you don't do yoga. It's an inner sense of integrity. So great. So drop your knees from side to side. And it's interesting, it's not about being nice to yourself. That's a different thing. It's about holding a certain boundary within yourself of turning up and doing something or being something or listening to something or attending to the whole of yourself. Yeah. As you rock from side to side, As you feel the floor beneath you, connect to the inner dialogue of what you're thinking or feeling or sensing in this moment. Are you thinking about a knee or a hip? Are you minding that? Are you attending to it? Are you including it in the movements that we're doing? Nice. Drop both knees down to the right. Bring your arms wide. Draw your left knee up so that it rests on top of your left foot is on top of your right foot. And just pause there. Draw that left shoulder towards the floor. Deepen your breath down into your belly. I'm not sure this shampoo story was the right story. Anyways, it makes deep sense to me. Nice. Come back to center. Drop both knees down to the left. Brenda, you'll probably tell me if it was right or wrong. And then draw your right foot up so it rests on top of the left. And just pause there. Nice. Both feet to the floor. Both knees to the right. Bring your left foot over. And then draw your left knee up in the direction of your right shoulder. So gliders. All the way back to center. Drop both knees down to the left. And then draw your right knee up in the direction of your left shoulder. And so as you travel, notice your hips. Down to the right, left leg up. And then down to the left, right leg up. Down to the right, left leg up. And then down to the left, right leg up. Super. Reach your arms overhead. Have your feet flat on the floor and then roll up along your spine. Travel up deeply along your spine. And then drop your bum, draw your knees up towards your chest, draw your elbows up towards your knees. Nice. Reach your arms long, feet come to the floor. Roll up along your spine. Travel down, draw your knees up, draw your elbows up, let them touch. Arms overhead, feet to the floor, roll up along your spine. Down, elbows and knees together. Nice. And again, long, hips rise. Drop down, knees and elbows together. Super. One more time. Long. And then this time, draw your right knee up to your right elbow. So only one side shortens, and then stretch your left leg long. So your left foot is floating just above the floor. Bend your left knee, bring your right foot to the floor, both arms overhead. Roll up along your spine. So only your left elbow, left knee together. Drop your bum, elbow and left knee together. And then lengthen your right leg long. Bend your knee. Both feet to the floor. Roll up along your spine. And again, all the way down. Right elbow, right knee touch. Lengthen your left leg long. Bend your knee. Both feet to the floor. Arms overhead. Roll up along your spine. Lowering down, left elbow, left knee come together. Lengthen your right leg long. Both feet to the floor. Rise, pause on the lift. So both feet are flat on the floor. Sense of a squeeze in your bum. A slight squeeze through the thighs so they're moving towards each other. Feel all of your toes on the floor. Nice. Bring your arms long beside you. Lower your bum halfway down Walk your feet a tiny bit closer together. Draw your right knee up onto your chest. Your bum is floating the whole time. And then stretch your right leg long so it's straight out long, the same height as the left thigh. Bend your knee up onto your chest. Your bum lowers a little bit. Your bum is still floating. And then lengthen your leg long so it's floating just above the floor. No, same height as your thigh. One more time. Bend your knee. Draw it up onto your chest. Lengthen your leg long so it's the same height as the other thigh. Bend your knee. Change. Draw the left knee up onto your chest. Your bum lowers. Lengthen your leg long. Your hips rise as you have your thighs the same height as each other. Bend your knee. Your bum lowers. Lengthen long. Thighs are the same height. And again, bend your knee. Lengthen long. Super. Both feet to the floor. Lower your bum to the floor. Bring your arms wide. Both knees down to the right. And pause. Back up to center. Both knees down to the left. And pause. Nice, back to center. Stretch both legs long. We were doing this movement yesterday. We're going to do it again. So bend your right knee. Your foot is just beside your left thigh. And then roll your hips over towards the left. And then come back to center. So to do that, I push my right foot down and I rock my hips over towards the left. And then down. Rock. Down. Rock. And down. Notice that in your hip, in your thigh, in your groin, in your belly. Do you want to go deeper, or are you finding that there's an end of range, an end of movement that's naturally happening? Nice. Other side. Stretch both legs long. Bend your left knee. Foot is near your thigh. Rock your hips over towards the right. Back. Right. Back. So the way we're doing this is that our foot is close to our thigh. We'll do it a different way the next time. Let's see how that works. Come back to center, both legs long. So bend your right knee and have it wide, so it's as wide as your mat. So your right foot is at the edge of your mat. I'm going to try the movement here. So roll over towards the left with your hips. In your experience, as you feel this, is foot beside your thigh a better movement, or is foot as wide as your mat a better movement for you? Or does it make any difference at all? As you rock your pelvis to the left, your foot is as wide as your mat. Let's try the other side. So both legs long, bring your left foot as wide as your mat, and then rock your pelvis. For me, it makes no difference, actually. I thought it might. There was something that was expressing itself in one of my hips, and I'm like, oh, maybe it's too close. But no, it's still expressing itself. Nice. Cool. Bring both legs long. And then bring the soles of your feet together, your knees apart. Walk your shoulders away from your pelvis. And then just pause there. So as always, when we first move into this movement, we'll be stuck like seatbelts. So when you pull the seatbelt too tight, it shortens, it stops. The same thing with your inner thighs. So just lift your knees up a little bit and flatten your lower back down into the floor and just pause there. So my knees are maybe lifted 4 inches or so. My lower back is long and flat. And I'm going to walk my shoulders again a little bit more away from my pelvis. I love a long spine in this one. And then slowly let your knees drop. Let your knees rise. Slowly let your knees drop. Rise. Slowly let them drop. Right. Next time they drop, let them pause. Nice. Bring your knees back up towards each other. Lift one foot off the floor, lift the other. So now both knees are in the air. And so one of the themes of this month is hip lifting off the floor. So we'll come to that later on. But also the chair pose. And because we're not standing up today, how do we practice chair pose? Well, we're going to practice it here. So imagine that you're sitting in a chair and it's a very upright chair. And it's like you're trying to bring as much of your spine to the chair as possible and then push your feet into the floor. Okay, but they're an imaginary floor now because your chair is underneath your thighs, underneath your bum. Okay. And so imagine that you're pushing your feet into the floor. So I have that as an imagination. I have my thighs are strong and steady. I'm trying to rebound out of my hips with a sense of length happening through my spine. And my lower back is lengthening and my ribs feel like they're widening. Reach your arms straight up towards the ceiling. And so now you're holding on to cake. Yesterday we were doing cake. And then reach your arms slowly overhead and find the point, it's maybe 45-degree angle, where if you go further, your lower back will lift. Just feel the pull of your arms down through the deep of your belly. Come back to cake, straight up in front of your chest, pausing there, breathing into your belly. Feel that sense of active into your feet, like you're imagining you're pushing your feet into the floor, widening and lengthening through the spine. Slowly reach your arms to a 45-degree angle down towards the floor. Find the moment where you go, that's as far as I will go. So for me, one of my shoulders is saying, that's enough. And I'm like, cool, no problem. My palms are facing each other. My spine is long. My breath is in my belly. Come back to cake, straight up in front of your chest. Pause, last one. Wide through the back of your body, engage into your feet. And then slowly lower your arms down so that they're at a 45-degree angle. Again, listen to your shoulders. Breathe. Super. Soften your arms, soften your knees, bring your feet to the floor, arching your back, flattening your lower back down. It should feel like this rush of yumminess. Arching, flattening, arching, flattening. Nice, one more time. Arching, flattening. Great. So lift one foot off the floor, lift the other, come back up into cake, or this is also called dead bug. So lower your left foot down slowly. So hold on, find cake. Engage your feet, lengthen your spine, find the deep of your belly as it draws backwards. And then slowly, keeping that sense of your lower belly being really steady, lower your left toes to the floor with your knee bent. Come back up to center. Nice. Lower your right toes down. Keep a focus on your belly. Toes touch. Come back up. Bend your right elbow and then touch the floor with your right fingers. Come back up. Bend your left elbow. Touch the floor with your left fingers. Come back up. So we're going to do opposites. Right hand, left foot. Bend your elbow. Lower your bent toes. No, bent knee, bent fingers. No. Elbow, knee, or bent. Come back up. And then the opposites. Left hand, right foot. Bend your elbow, touch the floor. Bring your toes to the floor. So try opposites for a while. Left foot, right hand. Right foot, left hand. Left foot, right hand. One more time each side. And then right foot, left hand. Super. Squeeze your knees towards your chest, rock from side to side, feeling it, connecting to it, pausing, deepening your breath. Nice. Roll like there's a clock on the back of your pelvis. And then in the other direction. Super. So rolling over onto your side, just come up into a seated position. Hands. So for me, I'm going to have my fingers pointing wide because this suits my hands, suits my arms. My toes are pointing forward. My hips are hip distance apart. My feet are hip distance apart. My hips are hip distance apart as well. And so then just lift up through your hips. Lowering down, reach forward, reach towards your feet. Nice. Hands back, lift through your hips. Down, reach forward, reach towards your feet. Last one. Lift through your hips. Down, reach for your feet. Pause there. Reach your hands forward like a cake. Slowly begin to reverse backwards. And so you're rolling backwards and you're trying not to drop your cake. And so you have to keep control all the way down. Land on the floor, stretch your legs out long. Pause. Deepen your breath. Just notice, are you even? Maybe shimmy your legs so that both legs are a little bit more even. Check out, does one point out to the side or does one feel a little bit off? And just see, how would you move it, squeeze it, open it, change its direction so that you have a sense of connection. Palms face the ceiling, pause. Nice. So good luck with your thinking and dwelling and wondering about integrity. Yeah, for me, it's like spiraling down. That sense of inner honesty, nothing based on anything external, but a sense of inner or moving towards or choices in directions or tiny movements or tiny. It's like this really small sense of nothing big, but just like, oh, even thinking about it is changing how I feel in the deep of myself, which is very lovely. Thanks for being here. Sunday it's very nice. It was a strong ab Sunday but still a Sunday which is lovely. So I'll see you all tomorrow, and thanks for being here. Ciao.